Hello and welcome back to Greenlands for episode 12 of the No Tractor Challenge. Hello everybody, how are we all doing? Yes, I am back. It has been a while since I last did an episode. This has just been through personal work and home life. It's a little bit daunting, a little bit of a downer, but hey, it's just life, just the way it is. Now, I will say to you, there's not much been done since the last time you saw me, to be perfectly frank. Top right corner is the main thing that you can see. Money's not really changed, but I can tell you, time has. Take a little look at the date. Last time you saw me was January, in-game January. Throughout January, it just snowed, so ran time up for that. However, for the rest of it, well, I'd already cut this grass at that point. It wasn't ready to go. It's now ready to harvest, so I can do some more grass work. And there was some grass actually from the last lot that I forgot to collect, so it's still, as you can see, it's still in the fields. So end up with double cuts, not bad. Also, on top of that, there wasn't really that much to do other than contracts, and to be honest with you, I didn't really want to keep doing too many contracts on camera. I will be doing some more contracts soon enough, but however, I wanted to get forward towards the harvest. Now, if we take a little look in here, you can see fields 83, 49, 50 and 52. Now let's have a little look. Here you can see, if I click here, all of which are ready to harvest. 52 is ready to have its foliage removed, so that's good, that's brilliant. So that's exactly where we want to be. And like I said, this area also needs to be cut for the grass. The other field over there, which is, oh, wrong button, which is just here, field 70, which we also own, is also grass ready to be cut. So we've got some work to do. Now, other things that I have done off camera is just move these pallets away when I needed to. That pallet is pretty much full already, so that's good. As you can see, I've got quite a few production pallets that are here. I have been wondering about whether I should put something else down, just to give a little add and extras. But the honey's gone nuts, the tomatoes have gone nuts, eggs not so much. So, and even, they've gone alright though. I mean, look at it. I mean, yeah, not bad. It's half a trailer's worth. It's more honey there, and the sheep have gone nuts, so as you can see. So we've got a fair bit of work to do, and that's going to happen over the next few episodes. Now, first thing that I'm going to do is we're going to get up to the harvester. I'll take this with me for a very good reason. Now, I just need to check where I put my weight, because I think I'm going to need it for this next section. Because this is coming up here with me for the moment. I'm going to get the harvester out. We're going to get started on cutting some of this, well, doing the harvest. Now this episode itself, it's just a normal chit chat, get up to date and prepared, and the next episode will probably end up being a time lapse. That's just how I roll. As you can see, on the last time I cut this grass, there was parts that I actually didn't pick up, I left it, and I just thought, you know what, it doesn't really matter, ends up being double cut anyway, so hey, not a problem. So, and I'd already put quite a bit of grass in that fermenting silo, so that fermented silo, it's probably got a fair bit in it. In fact, we'll check that out quickly in a moment. 1 second. Let's get over here. I'm going to park up here. I still need to find that weight. So where is that weight? Now, I do apologise in advance if I sound a little bit on the snuffly side. It's been, well, at the moment, pollen count is very high in the area where I live. So basically, my face has been pretty much melting, which is not good. Not good at all. Where is that weight? So yeah, so I do. Obviously, so I do sincerely apologise for that. Let me just quickly pop in here, just have a little look what we've got. 408,000 litres. Brilliant, so that's plenty of silage I can sell. There is a little something I'm going to do quickly, and I'm going to do it here on camera so you can see what's going on. Now, I have downloaded a mod recently, and this mod will allow me to get a little bit of extra income, which there's no problems with. I just need to remember where it was. Is it in tools? Let's see. No, it's in productions, factories. Well, not actually used it at all. It's just this is the first time I've touched it. This actually sugar beet processor. I'm gonna get one of these put down quickly, I think, because well, it'll become apparent very shortly. This I believe cuts the 125. What's that? Hold fire on that one. I'll have a little look at that in a minute. As if I need it really. Oh wait, no, generators. Is it? Yes, it is. Yes, there it is. This one. So it gives you a daily income. So I ain't got no qualms with this. So a little bit of extra. There's not really a daily income at the moment, if you know what I mean. Not per se. So it's only what I do. I'm gonna put a few in. Got the money. Why not? There you go. So now when it goes over the daily thing, I should be able to recoup some of the building get the words up. Building costs. Right. Look at the state of that. Absolutely destroyed. Beautiful though. Okay, so let's go back in here. So I need to remember what is what because it's been a while since I've put everything in. So soybeans 50, yes. Corn 49, yep. And I believe sunflower, yes. And I know that's sugar beet, so there is a reason for that. So I have not gone mad. So I think what I'm going to do, I am going to get, should I get work on the soybean first or? No, I think what I'll do is I'll get to work on the sunflower first. Furthest away, and I am planning on selling it. In fact, let me just have a little look. Let me click in here. I believe it's this one. Yes. So we have sunflowers. Best price BGA mill, BGA grains, so it's not a problem. I'll take them there. Soybeans. Best price BGA again. Corn. Best place is my multi-fruit, so multi-fruit sell point, so not bad. Sugar beet. Okay, 307. And 408 at the BGA for beet cut. It's a little more. It's not extreme, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to worry about that too much. So where is the corn header? It's right there. Where I left it a long time ago. When I did that contract. That's the last time I used this one. I believe. Don't know. Oh, wait, no. I think it's strapped down. Okay. There we go. There we go. Whoa. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to get through the hedge. I don't think it will actually, but it doesn't really matter too much. The thing is about the harvest. Sorry, the field that I'm about to harvest. I'm just going to go through the hedge. I'm just going to drive through the hedge because I can now, which is good. Good thing about this one that I'm now about to go and harvest is it's quite a square field. So if I click here again, 1 second. Yeah, so it's quite a square field, so it shouldn't have, in theory, too much problem with the worker. That's in theory, mind, because we all know what the AI on this game is worth. Not brilliant. So even after the last harvest, I got the AI to do a bit of jobs, but I then noticed once I went to cultivate the ground that that had left some. I didn't even notice it until that point. So I had lost a little bit. It wasn't much crop, but a little bit of crop. So am I gonna be able to keep that through? No, I ain't. Not by a long chalk. So let's get to work. So I have brought a brand new thing to the channel. If anybody has watched it, brilliant. If not, okay, it's fine. I hope maybe you might be interested. Have a little look. Started a brand new game, Valheim, not that long ago, with my good old buddy Mr. P, Gaming's Live House, and he's a good friend to the channel. Deep respect for him, and he's doing this challenge, as you know. In fact, there's more on that one in a moment about who's doing the challenge. Yeah, it's a brilliant game, absolutely brilliant. And I've now got into the building side of it, because what I love about the game, it's got a medieval feel to it. It's all about Vikings, so, brilliant. You're already dead and you need to go over to Valhalla, but you can't get access until you have proven yourself. So you have to go through this little nexus, X, Y, Z. But however, you have got this brilliant build function on it, and that's what's got me the most. And I'm now starting to do Valheim builds. So if you do like to see things like that, construction-wise, have a little look. I'm going to be doing more coming up. I've done a dock so far. I've got more planned, so I hope you enjoy it. And I'm going to be trying to bring one of those out every week, at least one build a week, full of foreseeable. See how everybody likes it. See if anybody does. I mean, even if they don't like it, I'm enjoying playing it. So I'm probably still going to build and record either way, regardless. So, but however, if everyone likes it, it's a bonus. I hope you do enjoy it. It's a brilliant game, and I strongly recommend everyone to play it. Now, as I was saying, okay, here's the beautiful thing. Now, we all know Mr. P, he's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He's on this challenge as well, and he's doing a phenomenal job. So is Felden. Heavy Metal Gaming, I believe he started as well, which is brilliant. But however, Rusty Money has also started the challenge. So I'd like to welcome officially Rusty Money to the challenge. I'm really pleased to see that he's taken up the mantle. Brilliant guy. He does quite a few challenges himself, different types. Just finished a brilliant challenge, bake a cake challenge, which was brilliant actually. I enjoyed watching that when I got the chance to. But I didn't watch everything, unfortunately. It's just a case of he does mainly live streams rather than videos, and it's just time, which is the pain in the posterior. But however, what I did watch here and there was just brilliant. I enjoyed it. So yeah, and now he's joined the challenge as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Bold move though, because he got harvester. So the thing that I love about this challenge, when I put it out, is that you really have to think outside the box, which is why I did it. I mean, it's a challenge which is to see what your creativeness is. Can you think outside of the box? What would you use, X, Y, Z? Because you can't use a tractor, which that can be quite difficult, because obviously there's farming. I mean, you would expect somebody to do full farming with, tilling the fields and that, with a harvester. You wouldn't expect them to do it with a Unimog. You wouldn't expect them to do it with a truck. You wouldn't expect them to do it with the Unitrack, and it's full on farming, So it's an unlikely bit of kit. So you're like, is that really going to work? I mean, there's so many different avenues you can go down with it, with the challenge itself. Because the challenge itself, the rules will be in the description below, as it always is. So if you do wish to go ahead and join the challenge, you're welcome to do so. I really want to see you do it. I want to see people do it, should I say, because it helps you to really think outside. And it's simple. I mean, you need to get on this challenge specific bits of kit, but it's up to you what you buy. So you need something that you're going to use for your tractor. You need to get yourself a harvester with the headers. You need to get things that you're going to be able to use to do the farm. Now, what I strongly suggest to do before taking on the challenge is to experiment with what you're planning on using on a on a test map, because I've got a test map. My test map is Greenlands at the moment, because it's pretty good map for it. It used to be No Man's Land when I was on FS19, but and No Man's Land is brilliant, it's back, but for some reason Greenlands there's just that little something extra to it. I mean, no disrespect to Alien Jim in any way, shape or form, he's absolutely amazing. I love his maps, I love his mods, but there's just something else to it, which is like this little sort of extra card. But Alien Jim paved the way for those maps, you know, build your own style, you know, survival, and he's even brought a brand new one out as well, which is absolutely amazing. I love the look of it, knocked it out the park. But again, there is another map that is due to come soon, which I'm really looking forward to. I know I've said it before, and that's Hofburman. One thing that does annoy me though, the beta test is going on at the moment, and if you go on one of the websites like Keymobs or fs22.com, you may find Hofburman beta. It's not been put there by Farmer Andy. I'm going to say it's not been put there by Farmer Andy. That's been put there by one of his beta testers, who, quite frankly, obviously doesn't give a hoot about Farmer Andy, which I think is absolutely diabolical. I highly doubt Farmer Andy said that he could do that, he or she could do that, and that really gets my chaps, because the modders, I tell you what, they've worked so hard to make this game what it is, so just respect them, for goodness sake. Just gets my, I mean, sorry, I mean, I don't mean to go on a rant or anything like that, and it's purely, I'm just saying it because, you know, respect them, respect what they do, respect how, and they don't really, I mean, there is a side of payment that you can get for modding to a degree, but you have to really mod quite a bit to get any payment. That's why people do it, why they keep stealing mods, or, you know, it's just sorry. But anyway, that's my pound on it. But yeah, so that's coming soon. If you know, the final thing that will become the final version, which works absolutely, well, I reckon it will work absolute treat, will only ever come on LSFM website for the Hofburman. It is going to be, before anybody who's console asks, is it on console? No, it's just PC only, I'm afraid. Like any Farmer Andy mod, it will never get past Giants, ever, because it's just, it pushes the boundaries, and they're brilliant mods. They are absolutely brilliant. I've got a few mods in here which are Farmer Andy, which I'm not actually using at the minute, but they are absolutely brilliant, you know. So, but yeah, that's coming soon, and I am planning at some point doing a series on it. I've also got my survival series on Umbrella Valley, which is going to carry on. I'm just going to put a worker on this one, and we're just going to quickly head back. In fact, one sec. There we go. Tab to it. Okay, now let's get this on, because I only intended to go as far as I could, and to get a nice little square going for the worker. For that, let's get that on. I love this unit track, I really do. Let's reverse backwards. Now, I highly doubt this is going to get completely done in this episode. What I'm planning on doing next, but something different to just normal harvesting. In this field, you know, in part of the challenges, you've got to get 3 fields, and you've got to harvest those 3 fields 3 times. This one doesn't quite fall in it, if that makes sense. So, I mean, because it was just an extra field, the 3 fields are this one, that one over there, and that one over there, because this one was just a grass field when I first started. Let me just put this on. Unload here, I think. So Control and I. There we go, that's it, that's it. Okay, good. It's going to take some time anyway, because this is only 1 meter. this bit of kit, but I've been wanting to test it out and see if I can get it going, and it's doing brilliant. Look, yes, it will mean that I've got to scoop it up again, which is going to be the annoying bit, but you know. But hey, it's working. I am currently getting these off. This mod itself is on the mod hub, and I'm also, there's another reason why I'm testing it as well. I wanted to give it a full live test because I am planning on something in the future. I'm waiting for the right map to drop for it and waiting for time to elapse and potentially finish this, because after this series, this challenge, I am planning on going on to a different challenge, and that challenge itself is a Mars challenge, mission to Mars, which Mr. P has put out there, and I am planning on taking that up. You know, so we've got that, and I'm making a right pig's ear of this, so I want to try and, I'm missing bits, missing a whole blinking stretch, so, but yeah, so I'm planning on doing that challenge. So Umbreon has to, you know, we have to get on with Umbreon and get that towards a close before I even think about doing the next Let's Play. So I just haven't really, I mean, not, you know, not being funny, just haven't really got the time to do, keep up with 3 Let's Plays. You know, plus the building, plus as well I am planning on something else with the Valheim as well. I am planning on doing a Survivors series on it and actually do it, you know, full vanilla, no dev controls, because I have been using dev controls for the builds, because I'm just doing builds, I'm not doing anything else, I'm not taking on bosses with it. I mean, I initially started playing on that one, playing vanilla, no thing itself, but then I thought, you know what, I really want to start doing just builds with it, so not fully playing it, just building up, so just good, and just to get more skills with the builds, you know, if that makes sense, just to learn some things, and then just show, you know, just give a bit of help to those who are watching me build, and then go, oh look, you know, that's how you do it, you know. It's going to take long, I think. So will I do all this in one episode? No. Apologies if you just had a missing bit of audio. It was a cough fit, I'm afraid, which is nasty. At the moment I've got quite bad hay fever kicking my chaps, I'm afraid, so yeah, so face is melting, nose is running, it's a bit of a cough on the go, not COVID, so, well, at least I don't think so. I have done tests, but no, nothing yet, so well, I hope it doesn't come, I hope I don't end up getting it, Jesus, you know. But I do sometimes wonder with COVID if I have had it in the past, because back before it became such a thing, if that makes sense, this was the February before the original lockdown, there was a specific time period where I felt absolute awful, and it came on so sudden. I mean, I remember that day like it was yesterday. It stuck in my head the way that it went. So, and I was just basically at work, as you do, you know, doing what I need, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I lost complete energy. Taste buds went, my nostrils went. I lost sense of smell. Yeah, and I do wonder if at that point I did have COVID. It's possible, and like I said, this was before it was so. I mean, it dropped down. It was there, but not full on to what it was, if that makes sense. So nobody knew anything about it. So I am missing it still. You know, I think that's just going to end up being, I'm going to miss bits. I'm just going to have to go back over them here and there. But yeah, so, and that went on for a good 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks. And I still didn't feel right about a month afterwards. You know, so, and then I returned and went back to work. Because I'd actually taken time off. It was the first time I took time off in ages, you know, especially for illness. But I was that ill, you know. I can't even remember one point I was laying in bed and it just sort of felt, I don't know how to explain, like I was drowning, you know. So heavy on the chest. So it could be that I had COVID then. But this is a good couple of years ago now, basically. So, like I said, this was when it all happened the first time round. You know, I got back to work a couple of weeks after I got back to work. Lockdown started. So, yeah, you know. So, the original lockdown. Everybody else ended up being stuck on furlough for a bit. So, right. But how are we all doing anyway? Hope you're all well, and I hope you've all been enjoying the series so far. Like I said, this series itself, this challenge, still got, so far, what have I got left to do? So, I've already sold off one lot of productions, so that was part of the challenge. So, challenge being, I'll just go over the rules briefly again. So first of all, you need to get 3 fields, harvest them 3 times, preferably with different types of produce. I mean, it's up to you, of course, completely your choice, but it, you know, I'm pretty sure if I was doing the same crop all the time, I'd get bored. And if you're, especially if you're recording as well, you're doing what I'm doing as a content creator or streaming, pretty sure that the people you've got for your viewers are going to get bored seeing the exact same thing being harvested each and every single time you play. You know, from there you need to come in on Farm Manager. You've got a 1.5 mil that you should start with, and even if you're doing this on FS19, you can do it on FS19. It just means you start with a 1.2 mil, so not brilliant. If you do get loans, you are allowed to get loans, but the problem is you have to pay these back before you finish the actual challenge. You need to get at least 3 fields, like I said, all 3 fields have to be harvested 3 times, different crop recommended, completely your choice really, but I do strongly recommend it. You need to do at least 1 lot of productions, and the productions can literally be greenhouses, if you want to make things nice and easy, keep it simple, or you can do like, well, just get yourself a bakery or whatever, you know, and you can buy that with the starter money. If you want to buy the BGA with the starter money, be my guest, you can do. I've done that when I started up, because it is worth having. On top of that, but basically you get digestate, so it's basically free fertilizer, you know, so why not? Yeah, and yeah, just sell one load of your products from that one whole trailer's worth. I mean, one trailer is usually around about 18 pallets, but that really depends on the trailer you've got. I mean, I've already done 1 lot, so, and I've got another lot sitting there. In fact, no, technically I've done 2 lots because I sold off some lettuce initially, and then I've also sold off some honey so quite a bit of honey. So that's that. That was that sold. So I've done that. Animal products, you need to sell one whole trailer's worth of animal products, so one product from them. So sheep, for example, sell the wool. You also have to, or if it's, let's just say it's chickens, you know, a whole trailer's worth of eggs. Now, I haven't done that bit yet because I haven't sold any animal products. That does not include bees, because bees, yes, they are animals in, or put down as animals in game, but they are really production because they're just honey. So you know, so I don't really count them. Then you've got, we'll think about it. Brain like a sieve in the middle of something. What was I talking? Yeah. So, with the money that you start with, you need to go get yourself a farmyard. You also need to buy yourself one bit of kit that you're planning on using as your workhorse. And everyone's chosen a different workhorse, which is brilliant. I mean, the only one that's got very similar is me and Mr. P, really. With he's got a Unimog, I've got the Unitrack. Similar bit of kit, so not the same though. Not the same, because that Unimog is much more powerful than this, which is not a problem. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, Mr. P's been playing with that, and I tell you what, he's doing. Like I say, he's doing a fantastic job. Feldon's doing a fantastic job as well. Rusty has really, he started off pretty well, and he started with a harvester. A harvester. He's using that as his workhorse. He's a brave man, you know. I mean, especially because he's also on Maypole Farm, so which means, yeah, that's going to be a bit difficult to manoeuvre. You could. I mean, there is other things you can do. I mean, if you think outside the box well enough, you can get yourself. Because you also need to get yourself something to lift stuff. So you can get yourself a telehandler. On the back of the telehandler, you can always stick a front link on it. You know, a hydraulic lift or something like that, or front lifter, and use that as your lifter and your tractor, technically. So it's not a problem. You can do that. Use the truck. Yep, feel free. You know. You can even use that harvester like Rusty's doing, which I applaud him for it. Then you also need to have a harvester, but you know, if you buy one harvester to do all the work, you can also use that same harvester to get your kit, save some money, you know. So I mean, that's what I would do anyway. That's probably because I'm a cheapskate, but harvesters are expensive, you know what I mean? So you might as well. So 2 for 1 deal. You need to get at least a trailer of some degree or the equivalent. For me, I haven't got a trailer, but I have got a dumper. So a dumper truck is the equivalency of it. So it's a trailer. So job done. It's your choice how you do it. You can get trucks, you can get whatever you want. You can get pickup trucks if you want to. That's another one you can easily use for it. Use a TLX. It's another bit of kit. I mean, there's so many things, so many ways that you can go about this challenge. It's just a case of just use your initiative, think, right, okay, will this work? What, like I said, strongly recommend, put everything in a test map, test them out with the kit you're planning on using, and away you go. You know, because in that way, when you do start, you don't lose money from buying stuff and then thinking, oh wait, it don't work. You know. So you can say, well, it costs a lot of money to get the kit in this game as it is. So even some of the mods are brilliant mods. They are pretty expensive. If you want to do this completely vanilla, meaning no mods whatsoever, yeah, that's going to be difficult. You know, that one. Well, mind you, we did do it vanilla, completely vanilla. I'm not sure you could do it actually. I don't think there's any mods out there. Sorry, anything in the base game which has the ability to have a 3-point link on the back of mine, which is not a tractor. I mean, could be wrong. I'm pretty sure there was nothing. Now, I'm fully aware that I'm going to mess this up. Right. Yeah, so you start with the 1.5 million. So what you need to end up doing is once you've done everything, you need to make sure that, like I said, if you've got any loans throughout, which you're allowed to get loans if you want to, you have to pay these loans off back. You have to make your 1.5 million back, and then you also have to gain another million. So that's literally 2.5 million in the pot. Animal pens, you need at least one animal pen. You need to fill it to full. Now, some maps, as Rusty Money has pointed out, with the maypole, the maps on the animal pens on that map, for example, yeah, they're quite high, you know, the capacity. So I'm gonna say, as long as it's at least really 100, if you're choosing a map that's doing that, and that you filled it, just remember, obviously, you know, the more animals you've got, the quicker it's going to fill up, but they are expensive to begin with. So yeah, so that's it basically. End with 2.5 mil, you know, and just have fun. That's the whole point of this. Think outside the box, do something different. You know, get out your comfort zone, and just, I think that's all common there in the hedge. So, yeah. So what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm just going to check to see how the work is getting on over on the field. Is either I haven't seen it, or it's been there and I've completely missed it. And on the next episode you will see me finishing off this field, and then getting on with the other harvest, and we'll be selling off all our produce. So I think for this episode we are coming to a close. I hope you've all enjoyed it. I hope you've all enjoyed the well, catch up. You know, like I said, it's not a case of me not wanting to record, I just haven't had the chance. It's madness, life, it's just one of those things, I'm afraid. But other than that, God bless you all, stay safe, take good care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next video. So God bless you, stay safe.